You ever been scrolling your feed, you see an influencer just raving about some new product, and you think, okay, I have to have that. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on that whole world of influencer marketing. We're going to talk about what I call the viral product trap.
It's a pretty simple question, right? But the answer? Well, it can be really shocking. You see that life-changing gadget or that miracle cream, but what are you actually buying? Are you paying for something amazing, or are you just paying for some incredible hype? Get a load of this number. 1,500%. Yeah, that is the potential markup on some of the products that you see blowing up online. And look, this isn't just a healthy profit margin. It's a massive price jump based almost entirely on marketing, smoke, and mirrors.
Here's a perfect example. We're talking about a simple fitness band. It costs, maybe $5 to make? But after a huge influencer campaign, it's suddenly selling for almost $80. It just goes to show you, more often than not, you're paying for the hype, not the actual product.
So how in the world do they get us to click that buy button? It's not some kind of magic, no. These campaigns are just really good at tapping into our own human psychology. So let's break down exactly what they're doing.
First up, and this is the big one, it's all about trust. You know, influencers build this kind of weird, one-sided friendship with us. They share their day, their thoughts, and we start to feel like we actually know them. So when they recommend something, it doesn't really feel like an ad. It feels more like getting a hot tip from a friend. And then, of course, there's the classic fear of missing out, FOMO. You see those phrases all the time, limited supply, or it's going fast. That language is specifically designed to create a sense of urgency, to make you act now and think later. It's all about pushing you to buy before you have a second to ask yourself if you even really need it.
Then you've got the power of the crowd. I mean, when we see a post with thousands of likes and a comment section flooded with people saying, "Just got mine," it creates what psychologists call social proof. Our brain just automatically thinks, hey, if everybody else is buying this, it's got to be good, right?
And finally, there's the pure emotional sell. Influencers aren't just selling you a product, they're selling you a story, a transformation. A claim like this totally over-the-top emotional pitch, it makes us buy into the idea of what the product can do for us, not the boring reality of what it actually is. Okay, so we get the psychology behind it, but what about the actual business model? How does this whole machine work? Let's take a look at the step-by-step playbook they use to turn a super cheap item into a viral must-have. It's a surprisingly simple 4-step process. Step 1, you find a super generic, low-cost product on some wholesale site. Step 2, you slap a trendy name, some cool packaging on it, and jack up the price. Step 3, you unleash an army of influencers to start promoting it everywhere. And step 4, you funnel all that traffic through affiliate links, which gives those influencers a big, fat commission on every sale. And trust me, it is not just fitness bands. Take a look at skincare. You can find a product that costs about $10 to source being sold for almost $200. Or how about a little kitchen gadget that costs $3? Well, that can be marked up to $90. The numbers are just staggering, and it's happening in every single product category.
Now, the engine that makes this all go is affiliate marketing. When an influencer gets a cut of the sale, and sometimes it's as high as 50%, their recommendation is obviously not unbiased anymore. And here's the problem. A lot of them don't clearly tell you that. The FTC actually requires them to, but those disclosures can be really murky, making a paid ad feel like a genuine, heartfelt endorsement.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now let's talk about the solution. How can you actually protect yourself from this stuff? This next part is all about building your own personal defense system so you can see right through the hype.
So these are the major red flags you need to watch out for. If you're seeing these really vague, over-the-top claims with zero actual evidence to back them up, if you're seeing extreme emotional language or a price that just seems way out of whack compared to similar products, your internal alarm bells should be going off like crazy.
So before you hit that checkout button, just pause. Seriously, take a second and run through this little checklist in your head. A quick search will tell you if the price is fair. Look for that little hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored tag. And most importantly, go find some independent reviews from people who have absolutely nothing to gain if you buy it.
And this all brings us to what I think is the most important takeaway here. This knowledge, it isn't just power. It's basically a consumer superpower. It lets you take back control in a world that is just flooded with marketing messages.
Let's put it all together into a super simple, actionable plan. 1. Go out and actively look for reviews on third-party sites. 2. Do a quick price check on major retail sites like Amazon or Google Shopping. 3. If a claim sounds like a miracle, you gotta treat it with suspicion. And 4. Always look for those disclosure tags.
So when you boil it all down, it really just comes to this. These scams work because they manipulate the trust we put in creators. You have to remember, just because something is going viral does not mean it has any real value. Your best defense, always, is going to be a healthy dose of skepticism and just a couple minutes of research. Question everything.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. The next time you're scrolling your feed and you see that perfect product pop up, ask yourself, is this a genuine recommendation from someone I like? Or is this just a really cleverly disguised ad? The answer might change everything.